So I'm Leroy Truth Investigations. I was just kicked out of a church.
Dragged out.
Actually, yeah, hands on, by 2 police officers. Hey! What are you doing? What are you doing? Out! I broke no law. This is a public service, church service, because Jim McGreevey didn't want me here. He had me thrown out, physically thrown out.
Everybody was friendly. We were peaceful. We were watching like everybody else, and he literally had these guys drag Leroy out. He was on the floor. They grabbed him by his arm. The gentleman who's asking him to come outside doesn't even identify himself. We don't know who that is. Sir, you need to step outside. Who are you, sir? He doesn't want to answer the question. Like, I'm not going outside with a stranger. Leroy's certainly not going outside with a stranger.
Absolutely. And I even performed the piano in a prelude for the service, which you're going to see in this video as well.
Hey, Focal Press here. I'm on my way to the Monumental Baptist Church where Jim McGreevey is going to be, I guess Governor Murphy is going to be endorsing Jim McGreevey for mayor of Jersey City. So they announced it, so I'm going to cover the story here along with Leroy Truth and see how it goes. Catch you in a minute. Excuse me, brother.
Sure, go ahead.
Hi, thank you. Good. How you doing?
I'm going to play a prelude for Governor Murphy, Tammy Murphy, Jim McGreevey, and for Brian Stack. Special prelude.
Who'd you have? Who'd you have? Which is who? Who'd you have? Well, who's the music director? I was gonna thank him. Okay. Hey, thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I got it. Where do I know you from, brother?
So I own several businesses in Jersey City.
Oh, okay, all right.
I own a Subway, Baba Cruz.
Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Hey,
And
hello.
also very close
I'm
to
Leroy.
Jim.
Oh, you're
Governor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Former governor.
You know each other?
No, I've seen him somewhere. Maybe you were on his Instagram or something.
Yeah, that's right. Also, I'm not sure you know Miss Dave. Hit.
I'm terrible with names.
Hey, you want to go?
Okay.
Sure. No worries.
Yeah, I want you to be comfortable. Yes. Yeah, all good. They got really good music. And I used to be a music director for the churches. And I also had a contemporary Christian group that I used to be the music director of. And it looks like they have a really, really wonderful Christian group here. And beautiful Christian music group. And Baptist churches have some really wonderful music.
100%. They're probably one of the best
Yeah.
as far as performance-wise.
Oh yeah, and they're so open and it's just pure love and pure emotion, pure emotion.
They got the polka dots going on.
Yeah. Now the crowd's really coming in, and contrasted to a lot of other churches, they're very quiet before a service. The people are just, it's
Right.
community, it's love,
They're
and
chatting it up. They're playing the music.
connecting with each other. They're very excited.
It's good energy, good vibe. Yeah.
Why are you asked to exit the church? For what reason? I'm here to pray. I am here to pray and enjoy the service.
There's no issue here.
Did I break the law? Number one, officer, I have no issue with you, officer. Yes, did I break the law?
I understand what you're doing here. You're being asked to exit. If you do not exit,
What am I doing here? Hey! What are you doing? What are you doing? Out! Out! What the hell are you doing? Paid actor. He's a paid actor. Hey, what are you doing? Let's go.
What's the issue here?
What is the issue? What?
I'm gonna walk on my own accord. You're not law enforcement. Don't touch me.
let's go.
I'm gonna walk on my own accord. I gotta gather my belongings. All I did was ask you who you are when you were giving me interruptions.
I'll let you know when we outside.
I'm leaving.
All right.
So the only thing I asked him, I'm literally walking. So I can speak when I walk.
Yes, you can.
Only thing I said to the gentleman
Have a
is,
nice
what
day.
is your name?
Have a nice
Because
day.
he's asking me to
Have
come
a nice
outside.
day.
I don't know who he
Have a
is.
nice
I have a
day.
right to be here like anyone else. Why was they taken
Yes,
out of
that's
this
mine.
building?
Thank you, brother.
This is absolutely despicable. This is supposed to be a house of worship, a house of God, a house of love.
You can follow
I'm walking.
the
I'm
My badge
literally.
number is
I can't.
3216.
Can you excuse me?
Absolutely disgusting.
Just don't
for
touch
what
me,
reason
please.
Did you unlawfully remove me from this church? What crime did I commit?
Just step down. Come on.
What crime did I commit?
Sir, can I get your name and badge number for the record, please?
Officer Avila, 3133.
3133. And your partner?
Peralta, I don't know his last name.
Peralta. That's good enough.
This is absolutely disgusting. I was removed because Jim McGreevey apparently told them that he didn't want me here at this open public service.
There was an invite extended to everybody. Please come join us.
God, we thank you at this moment in time because, Father, you have allowed the people you called for this time, Father, to come and make public vows of declaration.
This was open to the public. And I was here to check out the ceremony.
Chris, Jesus would not have trespassed us.
Right. What would Jesus do?
They would remember just what Jesus did, that he looked after the least, the lost, and the left out. So, Lord, help us to extend that same love to anyone and everyone we meet.
Jesus just said,
100%.
hey, we're going to remove you from the building.
I'll pray for you too, brother. I'll pray for you too.
You got evil intention.
Not at all.
That's not allowed.
No, we didn't
Who
do
told you
anything.
we
We
didn't
didn't
do
do
anything?
anything. We sat there quietly, peacefully.
And these police
Sir,
officers are
Peralta,
disgusting.
can I get your badge number for the record? Sir, I need your badge number. Peralta, I need your badge number.
What are your name and badge numbers? We need that for the record. And to do a complaint on each of you.
God, we thank you because, God, it could have been another way. That, Father, we could not have been here. God, you could have allowed us to be taken out.
Hey! What are you doing? What are you doing? Out!
Because I'm going to shift things just a bit because I know that our governor has to get to another engagement. And so I'm going to yield the floor right now to the great governor of the state of New Jersey, Governor Phil Murphy. Sir, you may come at this time. We can put our hands together. Thank you so much, sir.
There isn't an empty seat in this church right now. But I'm here for Jim McGreevey. Jim is just an outstanding leader, and I'm incredibly honored to endorse his candidacy for mayor of Jersey City. Christian Fuscarino, I see you out there, by the way. I didn't realize you were a member of Monumental, but love you. Jim is also, I'll come back to Jim in a moment. Jim is also here with his slate of running mates, and I want to acknowledge them. Brandy Warren is a member of the Monumental community. With that kind of reception, Jim, if I were you, I'd open up for Brandy, as opposed to the other way around. God bless you. I also want to acknowledge Efrain Badia Orleans, who was with us. My old friend Rich Boggiano is with us. Rich, good to see you, buddy. Ryan Baylock is in the house. Ryan, good to see you. and the Right Reverend Gloria Walton as well. That is a lineup if I've ever seen one. Again, before I get back to Jim, I want to acknowledge a couple of other friends. My colleague, Rob Field. Where's Rob? It's his birthday today, 35 years young. Senator Raj Mukherjee is with us as well. Senator. He's so excited about Jim McGreevey, he stopped cutting his hair. And my dear friend, who I would literally not be here without, Senator Brian Stack. Brian, where are you? I should say Senator and Mayor Brian Stack, among the most impressive leaders in America. And to all the other dignitaries, elected officials, and others, it's an honor to be with you today. My story on Jim, other than we've known each other for 25 years, is very simple. He's been a governor. And he'll do the same thing as mayor. And so I don't want to get too political, Reverend Pastor. I guess I have a little bit here, haven't I? But my late mother would say, you're known by the company you keep. I'm standing with Jim McGreevey and his extraordinary colleagues. Thank you all. God bless you all. I wish you a great Sunday and week.
Jim McGreevey is running for mayor. He didn't want me here because I have been exposing his corruption as an investigative journalist. So he had the church leaders, and the pastor apparently went along with it.
Oh, journalists aren't welcome here? I don't understand.
Journalists and people who want to spend time in worship and love and community can't be here. This is egregious. This is extraordinarily wrong. I was unlawfully removed here because Jim McGreevey didn't want me at a church service. Does he own this church? Is he in charge of this church?
Yeah, I don't know. I would like to speak to the pastor himself directly. Peralta, I need your badge number for the record.
It is your policy to give your name and badge number to us.
Name, rank, and shield. Name, rank, and shield, brother. Peralta, I need your badge number. You just dragged the man out of here. All right. We're going to hold you accountable, brother. I need your badge number.
What is your name and badge number? It looks like Jay Avila there. They won't give it to us, which is their policy to give it to us. And Mayor Steve Fulop, I want to call you, I want to talk with you directly about this egregious, wrongful actions that were taken place on me.
I don't want to step on the stairs, but I want a supervisor. Nah, that's for the supervisor.
Officers, we want a supervisor.
Supervisor, I need your supervisor here. You hear me? Call your supervisor right now.
Officers, we are...
Peralta, call your supervisor right now. Call your supervisor. I need your badge number for the record so I could get the complaint. I can file a complaint against you. Peralta, I need your supervisor now. Sergeant, now. Act like you don't hear me. Act like you don't hear me.
Now they're guarding the doors, and I have no intention of going back in, but I was unlawfully removed from a house of worship. That's a first.
Yeah, that's terrible. Everyone should be welcome.
And what was my sin? Jim McGreevey not wanting me here.
Existing.
Jim McGreevey doesn't own this church. Jim McGreevey is not the pastor of this church. And the guy who so-called said he was the head of security, he never identified, I saw no identification. After I asked numerous times, why was I dragged out of this church? He said it was because I had evil intentions. That's a first as well. We were being completely peaceful there. We had loving intentions.
Right.
I had just performed 2 pieces on the piano.
Right. I would say, to the contrary, the person that had Leroy dragged out had the evil intentions, because we were just chilling. We were introducing ourselves to people. Leroy played some beautiful music. We were saying hello, good morning, God bless you. It was nice, calm, peaceful, smooth, and would have remained that way to the full entirety of the event here. These people.
Hey, Mayor Stack, I was just dragged out of here. And do you have an answer as to why you attempted to kill the investigation with Esther Perez, Mayor Stack? Why did you attempt to kill a Ruben Rodriguez investigation, Mayor Stack? Justin Mercado attacked and assaulted me. Will you make sure he is prosecuted to the full extent of the law?
Okay. I'm glad I was rolling. Go ahead.
Okay. What's going on, sir? All right, I'm Leroy Truth. Hi, how are you? Good. And I was just unlawfully removed violently from this service.
Who removed you violently?
2 police officers.
We're having trouble getting their identification. One of the officers wouldn't identify himself.
Well, how did they violently remove you?
They went hands-on and removed from a church service.
Okay.
They dragged him on the floor.
Were you welcome in that church service?
It was an open. There was an open invitation.
Correct, it is. However, the pastor still has a right to exclude you from that service.
For what reason?
The pastor doesn't have to give us a reason.
Jim
It's his
McGreevey
building.
told the pastor to remove me.
Okay.
And he's a politician. He has no authority.
Okay,
So
but then
are
the
you
pastor-
supporting that?
No, I'm not supporting you. What I'm telling you is the pastor has a right,
Right.
to do it. So there's 2 stories. There's 2 sides to
I
every
never
story.
heard that the pastor never
Well,
talked
the
to me.
pastor didn't discuss it with us.
I don't know. This is your side of the story, right?
Yeah.
There's 2 sides. I
Yeah.
gotta get the other side.
Yeah.
But you're claiming that you were unlawfully, violently removed
Oh, yeah.
from the
That's not a
service.
claim. We have it on video.
Yeah. We have the.
I'll get the other side of the story. and
I
I'll
was
be right
dragged
back.
out
Captain
of a worship service.
Reyes.
That is not a
Yes.
political event. This is not a political event.
Okay,
But
again,
Jim
like I
McGreevey
said,
made it.
that's your
a
side of the
political event.
story.
It's not a side of the story. We have it documented on video.
Okay, like I said, let me talk to the other side and I'll get back to you.
I would also like to go back to the service.
Well, again, that's up to the pastor.
Okay, ask him. Go ask him. Well, I don't even know that the pastor is someone who said I couldn't be there.
Good. Oh, you stopped by just like I did?
Yeah.
Okay.
The attitude is shit here.
I guess what we're saying is the custodian of the building would have to ask us to be removed, right?
The custodian of the building? You're claiming the pastor is the custodian?
No, not as in custodian cleaner, the person who's in charge of the building.
Right.
Right.
Correct.
So that never occurred. Nobody ever
Right,
asked.
but it doesn't have to be indicated directly to you, right? It could be done through a third party. In this case, they told the officers to have you removed.
Okay.
How do we know
okay.
that? No one. You don't
Didn't
even
the
know
officer
that.
say that? Yes, I did. The radio call
Officers
came in.
lie constantly.
All right.
Well, he wouldn't identify himself. He was very
I'll be back.
unprofessional. Yeah. Because it could have been Jim McGreevey who told the officers. That's what we're saying. There's a lot of political things going on here, Captain.
Some sources told me that Jim McGreevey made calls to the officers. So here we have it. Egregiously wrong with what they did to me.
I want to know the name of the person who wanted you removed from the building.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And for what reason? The pastor doesn't know me from Adam. Did
Right.
the pastor suddenly get a message from Jesus?
Right.
And Jesus came to him in a message and said, Pastor, removed Leroy Truth because he is a man of truth.
Right.
Oh, that can't be. I can't remove him, says the pastor. He's a man of truth and peace. But I was treated with violence at supposedly a peaceful service. So there's so much that we're going to be uncovering in this story here.
And then all of a sudden they asked me to leave too.
Right,
you know.
and they asked you to leave as well.
Yeah. After the fact, though, originally that wasn't a request. I was just chilling there.
Yeah.
And then, I didn't get them dragging you all the way out because I was like, all our stuff was there.
Right.
And then they came back to me. So typically I would have followed you in action, but I'm like, I'm not leaving. We had cameras and phones and jackets and stuff, but I probably should have did that in hindsight just to document it. But I'm assuming that body cameras better have been on.
Yeah. They like 99.9% they were.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. How did the pastor decide to remove me from a church service? Where did that come from? Again, I've never met the pastor. I've never been to this church before. So on what grounds does the pastor say we have to remove
Oh,
this man?
it's a beautiful church. There's a beautiful service up
No,
in.
that's okay. It was a Catholic church way before
Oh,
that.
yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monumental bought the property.
Right.
Monumental bought the
How long have you been coming to
42
Monumental?
years.
42 years. Wow, that's a long time.
I'm 85.
Was it, but were you coming before it was the Baptist church? Prior to that?
I was coming before because everything was over there.
Oh, okay.
Who are you? Before you.
Oh, my name is, I have a channel called Full Court Press.
And I'll tell you who I am.
Independent journalist.
My name
I'm
is
saying
Leroy.
before-
My name is Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigations, and I was coming here to enjoy the worship, and I was physically violently removed a few minutes ago by police
Dragged out.
because the candidate Jim McGreevey, who's running for mayor, who's going to get endorsed by Phil Murphy, didn't want me here because I'm investigating his corruption about it.
And everybody was so nice. We were getting along with everybody. It was
I
going
even
along
performed the
beautiful.
piano, man.
That's a shame.
He played the-
That's a shame.
I performed the piano at the prelude.
The
Guess
mu-
what? I'm not voting for him.
Amen.
I'm not. I
Good.
don't like him.
We all know that McGreevey's long history of corruption
Oh, yeah.
isn't a secret, right? So just the fact that we report on it and then come to an invitation to, I don't know,
No, it's a
it seems a
beautiful
shame that they're saying that the pastor, it was that the pastor asked us to be removed, but he doesn't know us. Why would he want us removed?
claiming that.
It's because it's at the direction of McGreevey,
Putting
who's a politician who
Thank you.
who-
Putting that responsibility on the pastor. Thank you.
right, and the pastor should probably, I think it would,
Wait,
he should have been neutral. Like,
No, I'm going in.
Yeah.
But do you like poetry?
I love poetry.
Love poetry.
Yeah,
Really?
100%.
One, I have books out there, but the poetry book is all over the world. It has 5 stars.
Your book?
Oh yeah.
What's your name?
Roberta Llewellyn.
Roberta Llewellyn.
Yes.
I would love to support your work and buy one of your books.
Well, you can do that. Let me see if I have any information here. Oh, there. I still have some cards in this thing. But
Awesome, thank you so much.
just Google the name Roberta Llewellyn. Even a company in Australia lets you read about
Will do.
10 or 15 of them without even buying.
Thank you, man.
God bless you.
I started writing when I was around 12 years of age.
Wow.
You know what? You embody the Christian spirit, and I so much appreciate you.
Man, you know, let me tell you, you only live once. Come on.
Right.
You only live
God bless
once.
you.
Yeah.
Blessings to you as well.
You only do.
And bottom
And we're
line,
we're all
we have-
human beings at the end of the day.
No, we're all human beings and should be respected.
Right.
And before you chase anybody out, know
What?
the facts.
Right.
If the pastor did have them trespass me, he's wrong.
I wish he would have
Because I
spoke
did
to us
nothing.
first.
And you know
I
what?
wish I was in here.
You know what the head
I
of
wish you
security-
were too.
Stood up and spoke.
Roberta, do you know what the head of security said? He said, I was removed because I had evil intentions. They don't know
How
me.
do you know?
Right, how would you know our
This is the
intentions?
house of the Lord
That's
here.
by somebody else's word.
Exactly.
Right,
On
100%.
Jim McGreevey's word.
Well, coming out? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Roberta, it's a pleasure speaking with you.
Likewise.
God bless you.
All right. Brian, I'll bother you for less than a second.
Hey, Brian, why did you try to kill the investigation in collusion with Esther Flores, Brian?
Sorry, brother.
Why are you so corrupt? Why were you trying to protect Ruben Rodriguez, the sergeant who lied in the police report? Sources say that you told Esther to kill the investigation on Sergeant Ruben Rodriguez.
Hola. ¿Cómo está?
Okay. What happened earlier?
Did you get to see it?
Did you see what happened?
No, that's what I was
So
wondering.
we're independent journalists,
Okay.
and we've covered allegations of corruption of Jim McGreevey before because we know his history. This is
Right.
not a secret.
No,
Right?
it's not. It's a tough sell for me
So
to vote for him.
because he knew who we were as journalists,
That's why he got you out.
he didn't want us there. But if you notice, we were getting along with all the members of the congregation. Everybody was very
Absolutely.
nice, lovely people. They welcomed us in, and it should have stayed that way. This is not a political thing. This is the
Yeah.
house of the Lord.
Thank you.
And
Yes.
we should all be treated equal, no
Yes.
matter if you're a politician or any from the high. We're all equal here.
Absolutely,
And
yes.
I think it was inappropriate for them to drag us out.
I gotta admit though, with everything that's going on, I'm like, they'll tell me that they're looking for immigrants in the church. That's the first thing that came to mind.
Maybe they thought I was an illegal immigrant.
For a minute, I had like a flash, like what's going on?
Well, here's what happened. Jim McGreevey called the Jersey City Police to have me unlawfully removed from a worship service. And he just lost. He just lost today as mayor. This video is going to go viral. We have it all on video.
Go ahead. Yeah.
He just lost the mayorship today, but having me removed. I'm a peaceful man. I'm at a public service
and
to
your
worship.
First Amendment
like
right
everyone.
to you know.
100%.
Yes.
Ma'am. Yes.
That's exactly your first. I'm looking at all what's going on, and I'm like, since when did I, waive my rights to being a citizen here, regardless, documented or not, because I'm waiting for it. Although I'm Puerto Rican, I'm kind of waiting for it. But I'm like, not this one, don't mess with this church.
Well, we all should be welcome in the house of worship.
You're the best church lady.
Now
you're my new favorite church lady.
What's your name?
Leroy Truth.
Leroy Truth. Nice to meet you.
I'm on Facebook and YouTube, and you will learn
I found
so
that
much.
very appalling. I'm like, what's going on? Because
people need
between immigrant and then having the right to say, to film the First Amendment, and you're in a church.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
God bless you, sir.
God bless you, young man. God bless you.
All right.
Got very loud.
His name is Pastor Griffin.
Hold on.
Okay, I just spoke with him, and he says he's going to be out in a few minutes.
Oh, God bless you.
Okay,
Thank you.
I would love to know how this plans out.
Good. How are you? Good.
Great. Stephen McMillan. How you doing?
David, nice to meet you.
I'm his mom.
Oh, hi, Mom.
And ¿cómo tú
Facebook.
te llamas? What's your name?
Leroy Truth.
You're Leroy Truth?
And I'm on
Focal Press.
and I'm on Facebook and YouTube. Right.
Okay,
You'll
but
see
you guys
so
got
much.
names or what? On
Yeah,
Facebook?
David.
You're David.
Oh, yeah.
David,
Yeah.
good name too.
Yeah.
And you're in church
But
too, David.
but this is how you find me, Focal Press. Yeah.
Okay, David, and what's your name? Don't tell me Goliath.
No, Leroy.
Okay.
That's very funny. Actually, we are.
You know
both
what? We
David.
are the Davids.
They are the Goliaths.
Stop.
The government is the Goliath.
All right.
But no, the church was beautiful. The people were beautiful. It's the politicians that provoked
Yeah, it got
that
political.
everybody was chilling. Like there was no issues.
Yeah.
Were you there
And,
when we got dragged out? Did you see
I
it?
took a picture and a video, I believe.
Oh, can you
because
send it to me?
We had no.
What did I say to her? I said, "Oh, please don't let this be like undocumented people."
No.
So when Pastor Griffin, remember that name, Pastor Griffin. Okay.
Thank you so much.
And you're gonna record everything, I hope, because I want to see what.
100%.
Absolutely. Take care, guys.
Nice meeting you.
A pleasure.
Hey, get home safe and stay warm,
Yes.
right? Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you, Sonia. What a wonderful lady. That makes it worth it coming here just to meet her. She stands up for rights. She went to talk with the pastor on our behalf, Pastor Griffin, and so that he will come out and
What's
talk
up, brother?
with us.
How are you? Looking sharp.
It's not too crazy.
Light work, right?
Light work, see. Something like, I will say this, I should have got it in like fur or something, but it ain't happening.
Nah, looks good. Looks good.
Yeah, turtleneck.
You're coordinated. You're coordinated.
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
Take care, young man. Excuse me, sir. Are you part of the security staff here?
What? No, I don't say nothing.
Well, because we were physically removed there, I was just going to ask. Whose request was that? I mean,
Why
No,
would you have a
that's
comment?
fine.
We're peaceful men.
I mean-
Because we don't want to have a comment. That's it.
Why was I violently
Because we
dragged out
don't
of
we
the
don't
church
want to have a comment. That's it.
yeah, well, we didn't want to be. He didn't want to be dragged out.
I'm not
It's the house of the Lord.
But
We should
we
all
don't
be
come
welcome,
and
sir.
Don't come at people. Don't
come ask you a question.
Sir, this is the house of the Lord.
But we don't want to. We don't want to
We're
talk.
asking,
We
and
don't
you
want
just
to
came
talk.
at me.
That's
No,
fine.
no, nobody came
And I
at
can
you.
punch you in the face.
Let me
And I
ask
can
you.
punch you in the face.
Let me
And I
ask
can
you.
punch you in the face.
No,
Did you
no,
hear what he
yeah,
said?
yeah,
He
yeah.
just threatened to
Wow,
punch me in the
that's
face.
really Christian
Bruh,
attitude, brother.
He just
Come on.
a
Listen, we
church.
just had
He
a
just
good
came from a
service.
church
What-
service.
And
what
I
has to do with
respect it.
political stuff?
Exactly.
Put
What?
that shit in my face.
Sir,
Why would you do that?
Sir.
Why would you try to punch me in the face?
Sir.
We just came from. You just came from a peaceful church service
Hey, just go.
about God and love,
Come on.
and you just
You know,
advanced for me
I just-
twice to punch me in the face.
We just asked the question, brother.
Have a good
Hey,
day,
we're all children of
Yes,
God,
have a
brother.
good day, fellas.
It's not political.
Yes,
It's not
sir.
political,
Have a
sir.
good day.
I wish you would open your. I wish you would open your heart.
What's
I
his
wish you
name?
would open your heart.
What's his name?
His name is God.
All right. Yo, God bless you, man.
God wouldn't threaten to punch me in the face.
That was ridiculous.
He advanced toward me twice, so I'm gonna get the name of that guy. He advanced toward me twice and threatened to punch me in the face.
Excuse me, officer. Before you leave, can we get a report number for this incident? An incident number? Thank you. God bless you, man. Que Dios te bendiga.
Oh, gracias.
De nada.
And that security guy came at me twice, threatened to punch me in the face twice.
Did you guys enjoy the service?
Excellent.
Excellent. Yeah, I thought it was excellent too. I was able to watch the live, fortunately. Yeah.
You were able to watch all the lies of Governor Murphy, and he's talking about redemption and integrity and love and endorsing the most corrupt.
Yeah, I don't agree. I don't agree with him personally, but this is the thing. We're supposed to have a separation of church and state, right? So that's political. This is a house of God.
This is a house of God,
and we're all supposed to be welcome here. What politics set aside, right? And we're not involved politically. It's not a political thing. We're just reporting what happens, documenting what happens as journalists, and we're it just is what it is.
Here's a question: what does it have to do in the Bible that sitting Governor Murphy endorses a political mayoral candidate?
Yeah, what does that have to do with the
during
church?
a worship service?
Right.
What? It has nothing to do with it.
Right.
It is so inappropriate.
It's so inappropriate.
It is sick.
Right. It is. Yeah.
This is a guy who wouldn't identify himself.
Well, I asked him for an incident report. He said he'd give it to us before we leave. Yeah. Let's see if he's telling the truth. Just like the captain said he'd talk to us before he leave, but left. Unless he's still in there, he was lying too.
What's happened? When they took you guys outside?
Well, I'm still asking myself that question. I'm trying to get answers from the police officers and from. I'm waiting for Pastor Griffin. He said he's going to speak to us.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, Jim McGreevey didn't want us there because we're journalists.
Oh.
And at his instruction, the pastor, I would think in the house of the Lord, we're all welcome here, regardless of what our position is or what we do or whatever political stuff.
Maybe misunderstanding someone.
Political stuff shouldn't matter in the house of God. That shouldn't matter. It should just be peace and love, right? But that's my opinion. Anyway, thank you for having a conversation, man. And you look lovely.
Where's your press badge? Where's your press badge? Press?
Yeah.
Badge. Where's your press badge?
So the way it works in the United States is that you're not required to have a badge. I'm independent, right? So you would be given a press pass by your employer. Oh. I work for myself.
Oh,
so we all have, you and I and everyone here have freedom of press. It's a First Amendment right.
Sure.
So,
who do you write for?
I'm independent. Full court press is
What's the name of it?
Full court press.
Full court, like basketball.
Like basketball.
Right.
Because I was a basketball coach for the kids for many years.
I see.
And, there are some things, allegations that have been made about several politicians, and we know the history, and I respect redemption 100%. I admire that, and I believe in it 100%. But it is still important to, as a journalist, it's my duty to investigate the leads and tips that I have.
Sure.
So,
good luck with that.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. What is your name?
Barbara.
Barbara, I'm David.
David.
Take care.
Full court. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Bye. Bless you. Thank you. So there are some people here who are reasonable and receptive to an honest conversation. Regardless of political beliefs or anything like this, this is not a political forum. This is a house of worship, the Monumental Baptist Church, and they shouldn't be using their political influence to remove anyone. It's a shame, and as far as I'm concerned, it's a very anti-Christian thing to do.
God bless you. Happy New Year.
I love those glasses too. I got those too. Those are the best. Did you turn them on?
Yeah.
Inside?
Yeah.
So you were exercising your constitutional right. Taking pictures. Did you get pictures of us? You got one?
I'm looking for the pastor. Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for Pastor Griffin. He said he was going to come out and talk with me. I don't know exactly.
Give him a minute.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
I hope he didn't, because he said he promised to come out and talk with me.
I'm sure he's a man of his word.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Hey, listen, we weren't in there for any trouble. Just so you're aware. I know you. Yeah, we literally didn't do anything. I know it's not. You didn't do anything either. You didn't do anything. I know. But I want you to know, my Christian brother, it's peace and love.
Okay.
That was a political thing that they did, but you know, in the house of God, man, we're supposed to be brothers in here, and that's why I think it's important to clear the air with the pastor, because I would like to know that I'm welcome in the church, aside from political things, because we don't always agree politically, right? I'm sure not everybody's voting for McGreevey in here, but that should.
I don't know who they vote for. We're not encouraged to vote for any particular candidate.
Exactly.
But we are told always to vote.
Yeah, and that's of course. Yeah, that's your right, right that people died for, man. You know, gave shed blood for. Yeah, I think you gotta pop
I'm
that.
not locking them out. They'll be able to come out.
Yeah.
Inside.
Yeah.
Lock the outside.
Thank you for being cordial, my man.
No problem.
Even though you're a Yankees fan.
Now that's not nice.
I'm a Mets fan. Listen, man.
Okay. Well,
My name is David.
How you doing, David?
How are you?
All right.
Pleasure to meet you.
How you doing?
Thank you for being cordial.
My name, Deacon Toon.
Oh, you're Deacon?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you ask Pastor Griffin? I want to make sure he comes out, because this is critical. I was violently removed from your service, Deacon.
Well, Pastor Griffin has some other things that he has to attend to right now at this time. But if he said he's going to give you a few minutes, I'm sure if the time permits, he will.
Yeah, time permits, though, but I was violently removed from his church during the service.
You said violently removed?
Oh, yeah. Did you see it?
Were you there?
No, I was here.
Did you see it happen?
I didn't see the incident, no.
All right.
I wasn't seated when it happened.
Yeah.
I did hear that, they said someone had to be taken for what reason? They didn't give a reason.
I can tell you the reason. Jim McGreevey didn't want us there.
He didn't want us here.
Yeah.
Jim McGreevey. It was
I'm sorry. It's over. Here you go. Yeah, the service is over, but the police is here. They are open. Thank you. Yeah, but the service is done.
Yeah. Thank you for having the conversation.
No problem. You have the right to be where you are.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Take care, all right? God bless.
953. I was sitting in the pew next to my good friend Full Court Press, and then Full Court Press turned around and noticed Jim McGreevey had just entered the building. A few moments after that, and we're literally sitting. I'm not recording, I'm just literally sitting.
Yeah.
And praying.
After having played the piano.
And people liked it and said, hey, beautiful job, I'm a professional musician. And can you take care of getting the incident report?
Yeah. Can I get you guys' ID for the report?
Absolutely not. We just want the incident number.
Have a nice day.
No.
All right, can I get your supervisor?
We don't need to give
Peralta.
an ID.
I don't have to give you an ID to get the report of you dragging him out. Peralta, I want your supervisor and I want him now.
And whose authority?
Sir,
Told
can
you
you
to
be
remove
reasonable?
me from-
Because
from
don't
while I
let
was
don't let
praying.
Peralta misguide you here. You're going to be held accountable, sir. I'm asking for your supervisor, or all I'm asking for is the incident number, which we have every right to have. Sir, this is not a good idea. I've been nothing but respectful to you.
They wouldn't give us a report unless we gave them the ID and then just took off. Like, oh, they're going.
We do not have to ID.
This is what's wrong.
You're the worst police officer I ever met, Peralta. You're a terrible police officer. You should be fired immediately.
Absolute garbage. So, Steve Sullivan, is this the kind of police training that you have? The disrespect?
He wants my ID. He wants my ID to get the incident number. So, brother, as head of security, can I ask who asked us to have us removed? Can I just know the name of the person who wanted us removed, sir? Sir, respectfully, it's a fair question.
Everything locked up, bro? Yeah, everything locked up.
Excuse me, sir. Respectfully, it's a fair question to know who wanted us removed. Was that at the direction of Jim McGreevey? All right, brother. Get home safe, man. God bless.
Have a blessed day, sir.
You too, brother.
I've seen a more beautiful place, apparently.
Did they just lock that door and the pastor didn't talk to me?
He's not coming up.
Pastor Griffin was supposed to come out
So
and talk with me.
it was, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, saying, I'm sure he's a man of his word. But apparently he's not. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure what the situation is.
I mean, he's a pastor, for God's sake.
If I give someone my word, I'm going to honor my word.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
Politics shouldn't be at the church. Some have forgotten how democracy works. Confusing political rallies for sermons, escorting journalists like vermin. Bibles in the pews, down with the state. Politicians in the pulpits, but can't separate. I understand if a few believe it's God's sake. When it comes to the vote, we're moving the money. We're moving the money. Bibles in the pews, down with the state. Politicians in the pulpits, but can't separate. I understand if a few believe it's God's sake. When it comes to the vote, we're moving the money. We're moving the money. Bibles in the pews, we're moving the money. We're moving the money. Bibles in the pews, down with the state, down with the state.
Politicians in the pews looking sharp and devout. Journalists took notes, risking shouts from the crowd. Corruption hid in the shadows, smiles painted on faces. Police came silent, no need for court cases. The pulpit's a playhouse, power in disguise. Truth got tackled, hustled out by the guys. Free press fell to knees, felt betrayal's wrath. Chained by dirty deeds like a train off the track. David met Goliath right inside the holy walls. Freedom versus the giants fighting to stand tall. Mics and pens, weapons up ready for the squall. David met Goliath, faith crumbled in the hall. In the sanctuary, lies whispered like prayer. Politicians' hands shake, every move so unfair. Journalists' questions were daggers in disguise. Soon got cuffed, muzzle placed, truth turned to lies. The choir sang hymns, drowned the sorrow cries. Lights dimmed low, power in the skies. Shield the thieves while the truth rushed away. Temples turned to tyrants, here's the price they pay. David met Goliath right inside the holy walls. Freedom versus the giants fighting to stand tall. Mics and pens, weapons up ready for the squall. David met Goliath, faith crumbled in the hall. Ain't there a separation of church and state? I saw the church turn people away in favor of men in suits and ties. All I heard was Jesus cry. Lord our God shall reign, forever he shall reign. But not today, not today. Today they made room. They chose to remove certain people. Men in shiny shoes and ties came down on the people. Men in suits and ties came. Get these dirty peasants out the way. Old men saying not today. Man above me is not God. Blood gold and oil's where he sits. Remove the people cause the governor's coming. Lord knows he's hellbound. The facts are undisputed at this point in time. They chose to remove certain people. Men in shiny shoes and ties came.